So welcome to class 2. Now in class 2 we're going to be replicating the first successful thumbnail that I've ever had, and that was a McDonald's video that looked exactly like this. It got over 500,000 views or around that mark. And the key for the success of this video, obviously the title helps, but the thumbnail was so eye-catching that people could not do anything else but click on the video, and that is exactly what you want to have. So got this photo here, and this is me. Look at me, gosh. And basically the first thing we're going to do with this sort of thing is, sorry, this is an old layer there, is we are going to right click on this layer and we want to duplicate the layer, and we'll just call that a layer copy. So there you can see we've got two exactly the same layers, and they're the same photo. Now this is great for changing the background color. The next thing we're going to do is head over to this toolbar here, left click, hold down, you've got lasso, polymagnetic, magnetic. We're not actually going to use those tools, I changed my mind. We're going to go to the one below, hold down, and select the quick selection tool. Now we're going to head over to the photo again, and we're simply going to drag and drop and highlight your face and your reaction very precisely, very precisely. And we're just going to highlight all of that. Slowly does it because you don't want to go over. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to change that 30. I'm going to change that size to about 11, so that when I do the smaller section over here, I'm still on the plus up here, so that when I do the smaller section of the plant, it's going to be, it was meant to not do that, but no worries if it does. Just make sure you highlight everything. Basically, the lower you change this number here, the more sensitive it is. So in theory, if the lower I go, that shouldn't happen what just happened here. So I'm going to leave it on 11 for now. And I'm going to drag and drop on the minus this time to unhighlight and unselect that bit of wall, because I just want to select my face. I'm going to come back over here on the plus so I can select the fine edges of the plant. I'm going to take that up here, select the tiny bit of plant that's left, really minuscule, and then I'm going to go back on the minus. I'm going to take this down even further, maybe to like a 6, and I'm going to again just slowly go over here. It really is like a bit of art. Going in the plant might be a bit tough, or so on, so on. And you do that process and you get it exactly how you want it. There's a bit of my hair that's, come undone in this magnetic thing. Perfect. Added that back up there by clicking the plus. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and click select inverse. So that selects the inverse of what I've just highlighted. I'm then going to press delete or backspace on my keyboard. And we'll see over here in the right hand corner, this layer has now gone transparent in the background. So then we're going to come back over to layer 1. We're going to unselect this layer. And then we're going to go back onto our arrow tool. So we're on layer 1 right now. We're going to head up to the top, click filter, click camera raw filter. And we might, it's going to say get started, it's a new computer, whatever. We might click auto, we might have a little play around, but one of the easiest ways to do color balance is by simply, if I wanted to do green, I'd slide this all the way to here to the left to green. Now that's personally the way I would do it. Again, you can always go filter, and there's another option for color balance. Actually, it might be over here, or it is in image. Where's that gone? Adjustments, color balance there. So you can either do it via camera or filter, or if you want a few more options, you can do it like this, and you can really play around with the colors here. And that is exactly what I did in my first ever successful thumbnail, right? So I changed the color balance to green. So okay, let's say we got green right here. And by doing that, what I've done is I've left the plant unhighlighted. I've got myself the same color as the natural color, like the plant.